Hi, my name is Tamika Halwiindi and I'm working with Transparency International Zambia on the Accountable Mining Program. And in this talk, I'll be sharing with you some of our work to improve women's voice and agency in the fight against corruption in the mining sector. First off, Transparency International Zambia is one of the 20 countries that is participating in Transparency International's Accountable Mining Program. And the program seeks to enhance transparency and accountability to combat corruption in the mining sector, specifically during decisions about how mining licenses and contracts are approved and awarded. Of course, bearing in mind that as Transparency International, our definition of corruption is quite broad. Our research in the Accountable Mining Program and our work has shown that the lack of transparency in mining approvals is and it can be a breeding ground for corruption. And we have become increasingly aware that to effectively combat corruption, supporting women's voice and agency is critical. Women need to have a seat at the table and they need to be part of decisions about mining projects. For Transparency International Zambia, our focus has mainly been on environmental impact assessments and the resettlement processes, which are part of mining decision making. And we've been working to support women's voice and agency in these key areas, acknowledging the fact that for our context as Zambia, these are significant processes through which host mining communities get to participate in mining decision making. With regards to environmental impact assessments, we have organized focus group discussions with women and men in host mining communities to find out the barriers women face that prevent them from actively participating in environmental impact assessment processes, as well as to find out from them how mining affects them environmentally and socially. We then use this information to communicate to communities, both women and men, the importance of gender inclusion in environmental impact assessment public consultations. And we also use this information for wider advocacy for women to be included in these processes. And through our work and advocacy, we have learned that not all contexts are the same for women, and that the contexts differ even across districts in the same provinces. But nonetheless, we continue to encourage and ensure that we have some gender representation during our community engagements, and we try to build that confidence as well as the relevance for women to attend and participate in mining themed meetings and activities so that they develop that voice and the knowledge to represent themselves during these key mining processes. When it comes to the concept of free, prior, and informed consent, as Transparency International Zambia, we've used a similar approach, and we began with community awareness and sharing information about FPIC, because what we realized is that in these communities, which are usually located in the rural areas, most people have never heard of FPIC, and so they had no idea what the concept meant. And so that meant us reaching out and going out into communities and sharing this information in a language and in a manner that they can understand. And so we've made this information available to both women and men, highlighting the importance of women's participation in mining decision making. And through this and through these engagements, we have learned that women are more susceptible to land grabbing or land encroachment by mining actors. And this is compounded by the fact that most mining projects in Zambia occur in rural areas, which is on customary land. And where we've encountered such issues and challenges, what we've done is try to engage traditional leaders, chiefs and headmen and headwomen to help in resolving some of these land issues, which are, of course, symptoms of inadequate consultation. Finally, I'd like to mention that an opportunity we've identified in the context of traditional leadership is working with head women or indunas. These are women who are placed within the traditional leadership structure, and these are women who can be enablers of advocacy work. So what we're trying to see is how can we engage them strategically and bring them on board so that they help advance women inclusion, voice, and participation in mining decisions. This brings me to the end of my talk, but like I mentioned in the beginning, Zambia is just one of the 20 chapters implementing the program, and I invite you to visit the Accountable Mining Program visual booth via the conference website to see what other chapters are doing on the program. And there you'll find publications and videos on the importance of women's voice and agency to combat corruption in the mining sector. Thank you very much.